We're on the edge of a global catastrophic disaster. Human conflict, nuclear bombs, natural disasters, chemical and biological warfare. Without warning, the world as we know it can come to an end.
12 days ago, these volunteers entered a 10-week experiment designed to see if they can survive and rebuild after a simulated global disaster. Their world, constructed to mirror what survivors could experience if a viral outbreak left Los Angeles and the rest of the planet devastated. The volunteers' backgrounds and skill sets represent a cross-section of modern society. Their new home, a cordoned-off 80,000 square foot warehouse near downtown Los Angeles.
Whole manufacturing plant with something.
Inside, they've been provided with limited tools, supplies, and food. They have no electricity, no running water, and no communication with the outside world. As part of the experiment, a gang of looters and thugs will attempt to compromise the colonists' resources and security. So far, the colonists have built sustainable energy, filtered water, and scavenged for food.
What we got and go on back. What we got and go on back.
Now, tempers reach the boiling point.
So next time I use the saw, I'll let you guys all know.
This is not to be made light of.
And they face the ultimate security test.
It's over!
Gross. I know. This is disgusting. They're never this dirty.
We are living in a very dirty, grimy climate and place to the point where you feel a little, I don't know, down in certain ways.
At least something smells good. It's not me, though.
Cleanliness is really important with all this dirt and all the crap we're doing. You know, a little cut could mean life-threatening sickness.
We have hundreds of bacteria on our skin, and in very unsanitary conditions, if these bacteria aren't kept in check, they certainly can lead to very severe and potentially fatal infections.
All right, let's get the show on the road. Let's do some board talking.
All right, guys. So let's try to make this quick. I think we had a very productive week last week. I think we all think that, and let's have another one.
At the Colonist Morning Project meeting, Dr. George brings up a perpetually important issue.
I think we need to always continue to return and address security. At some point, we need to completely secure the perimeter. I think we should brainstorm and get into making more weapons.
But the rest of the colonists have other plans.
Right now, what's going through my mind is we need a shower.
I wanted to work on a shower. I'm going to start it today, actually.
Obviously, we have to put energy into things for survival, water, food, security. But then I think we need to build enough creature comforts to keep our strength and our health and our morale up so that we can build our way out of here.
I want to get the framing first so we can see exactly where it's going to be and where the best positioning for that will be. I'll get the drainage where we want to get it going.
Shower is definitely a necessity. It's not a luxury, it's being human.
A disaster disrupts daily life and takes away everything that was once familiar. Bringing some of those familiar rituals into the post-disaster world can actually help survivors cope with their new reality.
Why don't you show me what you were talking about? We've got this platform right here. The steps going down. I'm going to frame this in so this actually becomes a room.
Sticking outside of the building.
Sticking outside of the building. I want to get a tank up here on the roof.
Joey has designed a heated outdoor shower that will be constructed in 2 stages. On the roof, a hot water tank will serve as a reservoir and solar heater. A hose will carry heated water down to a stall, constructed on the top of an exterior stairwell, and the gray water will be piped out of the bottom.
We have to be careful not to become too complacent with our surroundings after a disaster. And we start getting into that creature comfort mode. We have to remember what got us to that point in the first place was a disaster. And we also have to remember that our resources can be depleted or stolen in an instant.
I'm so excited because that's a little dinky thing in the bathroom. This is going to be fabulous.
Using materials scrounged from items around the colony, contractor Joey gets back to familiar territory building the shower stall.
I want to make sure we're going to have a drain in the center. I just want to make sure this is what we're going to be building off of.
Plastic shipping material will work as a shower floor, but most importantly, it will provide enough room to drain and preserve their most precious commodity, water.
This will just kind of fit down in there, and we'll put the drain on there and just shoot her off to the side. And we're going to frame up some walls, nice strong walls. I actually saw some stuff that I can just put together that should fit nicely.
Thanks to fuel provided by the volunteers' wood gas system built last week, a few other colonists jump in to help Joey cut walls for the shower.
Can we take her down?
Wait a minute.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Who is using all the power?
What's that drain sound from? Is that your belts?
That's my alternator freaking out because someone's using too much power.
I mean, the only person out there is probably Joey. That's it. Sounds
He's going to blow the alternator. He's going to blow the alternator. So now I turn off the power. When they come here about it, I'm going to tell them why. Get the damn Jenny running, and we have power, so now everyone goes nilly-willy. Oh, I'm going to grab a power tool and start building something I like, without realizing that if we overheat it, it shuts off. If we overheat it too many times, it blows, and we're back in the dark again. I just need people not to use electricity right now.
All of the colony's power comes from a string of 20 old car batteries that they've daisy-chained together. To maintain their charge, Mike assembled a generator built from an old pressure washer, a pulley from an electric fan, and a car alternator which provides electricity. As long as the generator is running, the batteries stay alive. But now, with Joey's power tool use on the shower project, they're using more energy than they're making. Until Mike can figure out a solution, he turns the Jenny off, so no power tools.
Just let me know. I'm in the middle of the building. As soon as I got them, I'm ready to go.
But contractor Joey has trouble leaving a job half-finished.
I have my walls built, but now I need to attach them, and I don't have power tools. And, I mean, it's going to be a problem.
That alternator, and the only way we're going to get that alternator is if we right side up the car.
Adding a second alternator to the generator will add more power and solve the problem. But now they have to flip a car to get it.
Should we use a come along? I believe that we have a...
I was thinking a combination of come along and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
A come-along is another name for a block and tackle. And earlier, engineer Vlad noticed one inside the shop.
Ready?
Okay.
Go!
A block and tackle works by trading force for distance. By looping a chain across a series of pulleys, one person can lift many times their own weight.
It's going over.
Now let's hope the alternator's worth it.
Voila! One alternator. Hopefully a good alternator. So here's the plan. Second alternator, first alternator,